Okay, I'll give it one more minute and just get started. What?
See anybody on? Anybody on?
There we go. I'll call the meeting to order at 10 o'clock. This is a meeting of the North Hero Listers, February 3rd, 2025. Are there any adjustments to the agenda?
I don't have any.
None?
None that I know of.
Comments and questions from the public? I don't see anyone online. Minutes approval? The minutes of January 13th.
Jim?
Yep.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes on January 13th.
I'll second it.
Seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, say nay, and we move on. Okay, board discussion, review of financial reports. So, are we halfway?
Yeah, we're more than halfway. We are 7 months into,
And we're at 42%, so
yeah,
that's good.
our salaries line is fine. We know that the mapping line is over.
Yep,
We went through the telephone thing, so that should be better going forward.
okay.
Did we actually, she and I talked about that. I don't know if we actually finished that. But yeah, we're working on that.
But that's the total mapping cost for this year, the 63.
Yeah, that's it for the
So
year.
that's done.
That's
Okay.
done. Yeah, and the select board's aware of the overage.
Yep. Otherwise, I don't see any issues unless someone else does. So the other half of the reappraisal fund would go at the end of the year?
Yeah, it goes by quarter, because we would collect taxes by the quarter, so. Yeah,
And we changed who's doing our computer management, right?
yes,
So,
and that's why it's more.
so this is halfway through, it's probably gonna be twice
It's,
that much.
yeah, and the select board's aware of that too, so.
Okay,
We had our kickoff meeting with the new IT company on January 9th. They came, wasn't last week, it was the week before, and did the on-site visits of all the computers, and now they're working, actually, if you start getting the quarantine notices in your email,
what are those?
that's because they've set up, they're moving everything into their system now. And so our emails are going through their system and it's picking up things I've got to figure out because I'm getting quarantine messages 3 and 4 a day. So. And the groups aren't working, so like the distribution groups aren't working, but he had to get some stuff done last week and he was gonna work on that this week, so we'll see.
So when you get a quarantine notice, it means that it's a questionable
Right.
email?
Yeah,
Oh,
and they
'cause
put
I'm
it in,
getting 'em.
yeah. You're getting the emails or you're getting the quarantine?
Quarantine.
Yeah, I'm getting tons of them. Yeah,
So you're supposed to check those
yeah.
to see if it's
See if
anything?
it's legit or not. It's a lot of it's just sales stuff, so. But I have to figure out what to do with the legit stuff, the ones that should be coming through, because a
Oh.
lot of the listserv stuff that comes from that are getting caught in there.
From the listers?
Yeah, like,
Oh,
you know,
okay, so-
that the service that from all across the state, those are getting caught in there, so I gotta figure out.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Okay. The townwide reappraisal?
So, John Vickery called last week from Tyler Technologies and wondered if we received the proposal from their company for a reappraisal, which we have not. So I talked to John. And he, of course, somebody else in his company is supposed to send the actual proposal. So he was gonna follow up with her and he said it's because they're due, we sent out the RFP, they're due by February 12th at 12 o'clock. Is the date and time we put on there, and he knew that, so he said and we requested 5 copies. So he knows that, and he said, well, I may just have to deliver them in person and get to meet you, so. We're gonna have a proposal,
Wonderful, that's wonderful.
yes.
Did he send it via email?
I know,
and it
I
got
have-
caught?
No, because it's a different part of his company that actually does the proposal. He put
Oh.
and he was gonna talk to this woman named Stacy and get back to us, so.
Okay.
So I'm expecting one at any point, either he's gonna walk in with it or we're gonna get it in the mail, so.
Good.
Yeah, and you may not have been here for the discussions, but when I attended that data collection course in August. St. Albans was using Tyler Technologies and had nothing but great things to say about them. And Kathy, you worked with Tyler Technologies, and John is Tom's son.
Yeah, I knew that.
And the lister from Berkshire they had already contracted with Tyler Technologies and were super impressed with. They put like a video on the website explaining what's gonna happen. They do all the outreach. She was thrilled
Hmm.
with what had happened already, so. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I also reached out to Grand Isle. They have had and accepted a proposal from Patriots Catalyst. And one of the requirements from Patriot Catalyst is that they change to their software program, their CAMA software program. John recommends changing to this Patriots Catalyst software. It's not required. They will work with Nemrick. But he says it's much better. And the assessor in St. Albans said the same thing. She had changed and said it was much better.
Is that gonna be an expense?
Oh, well, yeah, I'm sure it'll be an expense. So I've reached out, I had the contact information from John. And I've reached out to, Jason is his name, and Tyler at Patriots Catalyst, to get some information. So John said, if you're gonna change, do it before the reappraisal. Because they would do the cleanup of the information, the conversion of the data is not very clean. And they would do that cleanup as
Oh.
part of the reappraisal, so
That's huge.
it's huge, yeah,
Yeah.
they'll be at an expense, I'm sure, but. So. That's the exciting news on that front.
That's so great.
So they're due next week. If we get them, do you want to have another meeting? I mean, I don't know how this works from this point on. Do we have so much time to accept it? I mean, I'm sure it must be written in the contract that
Yeah, you have to let them know at some point. Huh?
right. So,
Yeah, if they have to be in by February 12th, then we would review. We could have a meeting the following Monday even, and just say, or the following time we meet, I guess, and just say, we've reviewed what we've gotten and then we make because it would be the select board. that
the select board would have to
right?
enter into the contract, yeah, so,
But we as a group would review it?
and make a
Make a
recommendation
recommendation
to the select board.
Okay, so we will need to have a meeting.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
so I'll let you know as soon as I receive it and I'll scan it in and send it out to you or tell you there's a copy here to pick up or whatever you want to do and have a chance to look it over and,
Yeah, 'cause
Okay.
that could be the only item on the agenda, right?
yeah, we could just do a short meeting.
okay.
Yeah,
Great.
If we can do it on a Monday. That way, because Mondays, I don't have anything planned usually on Mondays.
Yeah,
Okay.
Monday's fine.
So that would be the 17th.
Which is President's Day.
Oh, can't be the 17th.
Well, it
Well,
can,
could.
yeah. I
I
mean, the
don't-
office is closed.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Kathy and I were planning on doing site inspections that day.
Okay,
But if we get it on the 12th, we could do it on Monday, the 17th. I mean, it's a quick meeting.
yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
Not a big holiday for me.
Yeah. Does that work, Jim?
Yeah.
On the 7th.
Okay, then we'll plan that. What time? You want to keep it at 10 o'clock? You want to
Well, let's keep
keep it
it
at 10 o'clock?
to 17.
Okay. And then, if we do that. Oh, the select board is meeting that night. They're meeting on President's Day.
They are,
They are. They
is
have,
that too late to get it on that agenda?
nope, because if. Well, we can put it on the agenda early. It's just if you guys don't want to go with that.
Mhm.
But we have to make a decision that
Well,
day.
you don't have to, no, because well, it depends on what the contract says, like,
If we have any
No, I meant
questions.
because of the select board
Right.
meeting that night.
right.
We would
We-
want to make it that day.
So it would go to
Um,
the select board, or we wait and do it on the March. Whatever, what's that, the third? It's gonna be
Oh, because how often does this select board meet?
so the first and third Mondays.
That's the third.
And I wouldn't think that Tyler Technologies would want an answer that quickly. I would think that they know it's gotta go through the listers, it's gotta go through the select board, it's got it, you know.
Right.
They wouldn't say we need an answer in a week, I'm sure, so. We could meet on the 17th, us, and then bring it to the select board on the third, if that's how you wanted to proceed.
Okay,
I do, just because we might have questions we want.
well, that's
There
what
might
I
be
was
some
thinking. You
follow-up
would have to
information.
ask
Yeah,
John Vickery if he would be available that
Day,
Hour.
yeah,
to answer questions. And we may even have questions after the
After.
meeting.
yeah, and
So
the
the
select board
12th
may
is-
have some meetings.
okay. So we
Okay,
could come and pick up the proposal probably on the 12th. It'd be available to us.
Yeah, as soon as it comes in, I'll let you know.
Okay,
And I can either email it to you or, you know, you can come in and pick it up. And then we can discuss it on the 17th and we'll plan on bringing it to the select board on the third.
Okay,
okay.
Because by then we could have whatever questions we have, we should be able to get back from John.
Is that town meeting?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, but they have a regular meeting. They'll have their regular meeting at 5:15 on the third, and then there'll be the informational meeting at 7. And then that's that Monday in March.
oh,
I was thinking, March 3rd, yeah.
Yeah, and then election day is on Tuesday,
The 4th.
the 4th,
Okay.
Tuesday the 4th.
Okay.
Does that work?
yeah, sounds reasonable.
Okay. Equalization study appeal.
Yes, so I spoke to PVR. Benton is still on leave, and I spoke with Teresa Guile, who asked me to send her the sale that wasn't included in the study. This was one that was missing. And it was a manual one that was done manually. Normally, the PTTRs are all put through the Vermont tax system, and this one was not. And she looked into it, and it was never received at the State Department, at the tax department. So whether it got lost in the mail, whether they got it there and then never entered it, or whatever, they didn't have it. So she recommended that we appeal and send it into them. So the select board approved the appeal. And I sent the transaction, the PTTR, to the State Department, and I have a call with this Teresa Guile this afternoon. That's kind of what they do, then we call and talk about it and see if it should be included or not. And
So you'll get an answer this afternoon.
yeah, I think it's just a formality because it's a legit sale that they didn't have in their transaction, so I think they'll just add it in.
Okay,
But yeah, so I'll know more at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Okay.
I can put that on the agenda for the 17th, just a quick follow-up if you,
okay.
um,
Well, welcome to Mary.
maybe we should put that at the beginning, huh?
I know, I should.
Yeah.
And you have follow-up on here, Lisa?
Just that the select board approved it. I don't think anybody said anything out. Did anybody say, said anything out letting you know from the select board that you were appointed? It was
No,
just kind of like,
I didn't care.
I mean, I think everybody was just like a done deal, like, yep, motion done, yep. There was no question, so. Yes, so the select board approved her. She's legitimately a lister and is on the ballot.
Yay.
Yay, yes.
No backing out now.
Nope, nope. You're gonna get voted in.
3-year sentence.
Yeah, I was thinking about how old I'd be at the end of the 3 years.
So we need to deal with a certificate of no appeal or suit pending.
Yep, this is an annual thing that is done as part of the 2024 or the previous year grand list. And it just says that you certify there's no appeals pending from action of the listers nor suits pending to recover taxes paid under protest relating to the April 1, 2024 grand list. So if you guys, I guess, are you gonna make a motion and then sign this? And then it goes to the select board tonight
Okay,
for their approval, and then it just gets filed into, the town clerk signs it, and then it gets filed into with the grand list in the fall.
okay. Okay. Entertain a motion to sign the certificate of no appeal or suit pending. I'll second.
Oh, sorry.
That's
I
okay.
should have seconded.
That's okay. Any discussion?
No.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. So passes unanimously, so you sign this one?
This
or
one, this
this
is
one?
the final version. Yeah, I
Oh.
typed it out and put the dates in and,
So we sign it, not.
You
it's not
sign it.
Print.
yep, sign it.
For date.
The date's typed in there. It's on the
Oh,
bottom.
yep.
So that'll go to the select board tonight. It's on their agenda to approve, and then we'll sign it, and that will go in the vault.
Okay. Okay, status of work, map changes and corrections, we are up to date. I know.
Only took a year.
It's amazing. So I was saying, we were making like some minor changes this morning on like folder, like
Yeah.
turning a label and, yeah, I mean, very minor updates at this
Wow.
point, so it's really, that's good. Sales verification letters, we're up to date on those, and
What did you say you're getting back? Like,
sent out 24. And we have received 74% back. So that's a great
Wow.
return rate.
Yeah.
Like there's only 6, and one of them we just sent out last week, so. Yeah, we're getting good data, and I think the state has liked seeing that if we're asking. If they're looking for information, we have information from the seller and the buyer.
Yep.
In a lot of cases, we got letters back from both, so.
and when I do the sales verification in Vermont Pi, upload the verification letters to the record so that PBR can see them.
Good.
So,
Be a lot.
Oh, so they get to see those too, oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so when they say, oh, there was all, like one of the properties that sold was an Airbnb and it included everything, furniture, towels, like it was completely set up,
Yeah,
which is kind of considered personal property.
Yeah.
So we put that on there, and Benton said, how did you know? And I said, I uploaded, and he could see the verification letters.
mhm,
So,
yeah.
Yep,
That makes it so clear.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um.
Building permits, yep,
building permit.
they're up to date and everything's been logged and filed. I was just filing the ones that came in on Friday from Danielle. And, yeah, so they're up to date.
Picture upload, pictures, we are starting to make a list of the ones we're gonna go out and visit and get updated pictures. One glitch in this system is that when you look online, you know how we load the pictures into Canvas, so when you look up the property, you see that most current those do not show up online. Because NEMRIC doesn't talk to CAI,
Yeah.
so they're working on it. I don't know if it's like a proprietary thing between the two or what's going on there, but, and this could all change if we were to change software when we're doing the reappraisal. But meanwhile, we are taking pictures. We will be taking pictures to update to Camel on our number file so that they're current there.
So if people are looking, if they go through CAI to look at maps, the pictures on there are not updated.
Correct. And we've
Is
had a
there a
couple
way to
calls,
put it like a,
some kind of a statement there. or
yeah,
something.
some kind of,
Yeah, we should put it on the website, shouldn't we?
yeah. That way, if they have questions, they could contact us.
Mhm.
But do they update them once a year? From CAI, is it the part of the once a year update?
The pictures,
Yeah,
well, they're updating all of our changes. Like the name for the property owner, that shows.
I'm just wondering if they're never gonna get updated, I mean, they've been updating them. And then all of a sudden they're not, so
Is CAI that new?
I don't think so. It was bought out by Russell, right? It bought Russell
Yeah. that was
Graphics. But that was a
2
few years ago, yeah.
So I don't know if this is a new, that it's not, it can't be updated in real time, because we can go on every week now and update their property listing.
I'm wondering if at the price we pay them, the fee that we pay them, it's not included.
With CAI,
It,
Yeah, we'll look into that a little more.
because he didn't say that, he said. Nemrick
It's
has-
just,
is
yeah.
not allowing it.
Oh, it's the cloud. It's Nemrick on the cloud, right? That was the difference, and we moved to Nemrick on the cloud, and since we moved to Nemrick on the cloud, they haven't been able to update them. They haven't been able to pull them and update them.
CAI
Right, I
can't
think-
pull them from
Right.
the cloud. It would be something Nemrick would have to set up,
Would
and
have to set
Nemrick
up
is still dealing with some of their
their issues,
their
yeah,
issues.
yep,
so maybe eventually they go.
yes, that's, I think, what it was,
Yeah.
it's since we
He
moved to
did
the
say
cloud,
they are working.
yeah, yep.
Okay,
PTTR entries,
So they're up to date, I think she dropped one off this morning, put one in my box, but, they're a little behind in the office down here, so there's some still out there, but what have come into the lister's office are done and up to date.
and, I don't know, other,
I don't think there's any other.
okay, training update?
So training update, I took the IAAO 101 Principles of Appraisal course last week. It was Monday through Thursday, all day. And took the test on Saturday and got a 94, so passed.
woo, yeah, for you.
Yeah, so there are 4 courses that I need for the level 2. That one, the data collection that I did last August, there's an ethics course through IAAO. It's just a workshop. It's $89 that I'm just probably gonna do if you guys approve that. And then the next one is the income approach to sales, which is IAAO 102. And that is again 4 days with an exam at the end. So, but I have to have 2 years' experience as a level 1 before I can get my level 2.
And that's after you finish the courses?
After that, you have to have the 4 courses and
And
then
then
2
2
year
years.
and 2 years of experience, so to get it.
Wow,
So it would be a year from August, this August coming up, so 2026. I could look for my level 2. And then after that, it's level, you have to have 3 years as a level 2 to get your level 3.
Wow,
And there's a bunch more courses. And then another 3 years after that to get your master. So it's like 8 years of experience. But one of the courses, and I think it's for the level 3, is the 300 mass appraisal, which I'm gonna take sooner rather than later. If we're gonna get into a mass appraisal in town, I'm gonna take that
Good idea.
course and have an idea of what is coming at us.
yeah.
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 Yeah,
So,
Is there a cost for that one, mass appraisal?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
So it was $250, if you're a VALA member, which we are, it was $250 for the course, so I think, they're offering 102, but it's the end of this month, and I can't do another 5 days this soon, I gotta get caught up for some other things. So it was a long time since I've done a course and had to take an exam to pass, a course, so I was a little stressed out this last week, like, oh my God. Worked out okay, so.
Good for you.
Yeah,
But they also have self-paced courses that are, they're a little bit more, they're $650 to do them.
wow.
Yeah, I don't know why they're so much more. I think it's a deal that Vala gets if they offer them.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
yeah, it was a good course and it's, I originally thought maybe the self-paced ones would be better for me with my schedule, but I learned a lot from the teacher, had a lot of great tips and,
yeah,
things that I wouldn't have picked up probably on just reading the manual and doing it on my own.
yeah.
So, yeah, so it was good. It was good. So, I have VT Pi training this week on Wednesday. I don't know if they're again trying to gonna do tax billing through VT Pi. I mean, the goal is to move from
That's right.
Nemrick to VT Pi, but it's been on hold for a couple years.
I know, I was gonna say, it was supposed to be like,
Yeah, so there's another training on Wednesday about it, so I'm gonna see what's new and going on there. Homestead Declaration training is on the 10th. In the morning, 9 to 12. And then there is on Wednesday, the 12th is, this is this is the guy that taught this class. This David Cornell was the one that taught. I've done 2 classes with him, but it's practical skills to de-escalate difficult situations. If anybody's interested, you've probably been through that. So that's on the 12th from 10 to 1 in
12th of February.
February. Yeah, I have a water pre-construction meeting here from 11 to 12, I think. So I don't know that I can do that one. And this is free. So if anybody's interested,
That's next week.
it's next
12.
week, 212. Yep.
And that's online.
Yes. Yeah, I can send, you have to register and then it will send you the information. But if
To
you're,
register.
yeah, to register,
Okay.
yeah. Please click the link below to register. Yeah, because it's through the Cornell Consultants website. It's not even IAO.
I'll have to look back.
So if you didn't get it, let me know and I can email it to anybody that's interested. But it is online.
22.
And that's what I have for
Okay,
training updates.
site inspections.
But the one last thing about the training, sorry, is that if I can take that IAA old course
For
102, well, yeah, ethics. But the other one, I thought I saw that it was available in the fall. If I could do it, I'd like to pay for it in this budget, since we've only used $250 of the budget. Use up what we can this year and then.
Yeah,
So,
so I'd entertain a motion to approve, costs for training out of this year's budget for upcoming training sessions for Lisa.
Second that.
so Kathy, you motioned.
All motion, Jen seconded. Any discussion? So that would pay for the, ethics one?
The ethics one for $89 and then if the other one is $250. I'll have to see what the other one is.
Okay,
Just, I
Is
want
it possible that another one will come up?
another 102.
Another course that we might,
Oh.
I'm just thinking if we could
approve
leave
any
that
upcoming?
open,
Oh,
then it would be covered and we wouldn't have to worry about it. Although we can address it.
well,
another-
if that, I would wait till June to see before I paid for that course, to see what's left in the budget. Make sure
Okay.
we didn't go over in case there is something else that comes up, but,
Okay,
And we have so many other parts of the budget that are underspent.
Yeah,
that I don't think it's
yeah.
gonna be an issue.
yeah.
okay.
It was something I thought about that to use that money, so that. I think the rest of the training this year will be, I mean, Vala put out their sheet of training, what's available for the year. I think that PVR, it's all free. So any trainings that come up through PVR would not cost us anything.
Okay.
So,
So I assume we're all in favor.
Well, all in favor of that, yes, absolutely. Okay,
okay.
so site inspection.
Site inspections, yes, Kathy and I talked this morning and I've come up with a schedule to do site inspections on Mondays and Fridays. Cause Kathy's gonna be away for 3 weeks. Starting in March. And what, the
I know.
15th through the 9th?
15th of March to April 9th, I'll be out.
Going somewhere fun, warm?
Florida.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, we've never taken 3 weeks ever, anywhere, so, yeah,
Well, if you're gonna do it,
it's time to do it now.
time to do it.
So we've come up with a schedule and I've already actually started emailing people to let them know we were gonna be out and about,
Oh,
so.
because we posted the
We
notice.
posted, it was it's around town and it was in the Islander last week or the week before. I think she got it in
Yeah.
that week.
I think I saw it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and pretty sure I put it on the website, but I'll update the website.
And we've marked the ones where people have asked to be contacted, so.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just thought of that.
Yep, you know.
yep.
That's the
So,
move.
yeah, I think we're in
And
good
then-
shape on that.
Yep. And then you said, assessment changes, there's
Yeah,
no.
there's none, that's why there's no highlights on your sheet. There were no assessment changes. Like, I haven't received a lot of PTTRs and we haven't done any site inspections, so there's been no changes to anything. So there's really nothing to review.
Okay, let's review the calendar.
And so, yeah, so in February, we did the certificate of no appeal, so that was the only thing. And then the other things here are just all training.
Now
Now,
we're gonna follow up on the equalization appeal.
yep, we're gonna follow up on the equalization appeal. We start doing current use and homestead declarations start coming in, so. That's for March. There will be lister trainings after, it's always in March,
Yeah.
which you need to do because you didn't get to do it last
Didn't get
year.
to do it.
Always after the election, they do new lister trainings.
So are those,
I haven't seen any dates or anything on it yet. Mm-mm.
okay, so we'll
So
get notice of.
we'll get
those.
notices of those, yeah, but that's what's coming up in March.
And keep the status of work in the assessor reports. Our date of next meeting is gonna be 2/17,
Yep.
25 at 10 AM to review
2/17.
proposals and possibly make a recommendation to the select board. And I think that's a great idea if we can get, Thompson, what's his,
So John,
John, to come or be available by phone or
Yeah.
on our Zoom.
yep, or if you guys know you have questions before, after looking over, let me know and I can reach out to him
So,
Yeah,
and get an answer.
okay.
Yeah.
so we'll have homework. next week. Okay. Any other business to come before the board? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second,
Well, I'll say, I made a motion to adjourn, Mary seconded, and it is 10:33.
wow.
Wow,
That's a lot, in 33 minutes.
I know.
Dang.
Oh, the candles are going, huh?
Oh,
Oh,